Hey guys, welcome back to The Wise Entrepreneur. I know it's been a hot minute since the last time that I updated with you guys, made a video, and really just been on here, The Wise Entrepreneur. And honestly, as we all know, the world is literally in chaos, and California is burning right now. It's like doomsday outside. We're waking up to orange skies and ashes falling down. So really, I've been just taking the time to really center myself and get back to the basics. I think that's really what everybody is doing, finding your foundation, building your foundation if it did come tumbling down. So that's really what I've been doing and really putting a lot of focus on. As you guys know, I have the Nothing's Wrong podcast, which we do every Sunday live on Facebook. So if you want to see more of me, you can definitely check out the podcast, and I will be there every week. And I do also want to start implementing more videos into my week with The Wise Entrepreneur, because when I started this channel, it was really so I can keep a record of what I was doing, all the information and advice I've learned, and putting it out in video form and sharing it publicly with whoever finds it, not really forcing anybody to watch it or even really telling any friends or family about it, but just really wanting to let my voice be heard and letting whoever finds it, stumbles upon it, listen to it. And that is really what this is all about. It's about things that I've learned and things that just real wisdom that I've gained from mentors, books, the life, just being a human, and just going through the motions of life and never giving up. And that is the big thing for me, is just not giving up. So today I wanted to talk about something that is very important, and that is about sacrifice. I know it may sound a little brutal, a little crazy, because when we're introduced to sacrifices, it's definitely not something that is something you want to do. It sounds very painful. It sounds like you're giving up something. But I really believe in sacrifice. I believe in the point of giving something to get something. I believe in this, and we'll take it a little more back further into ancient times, because I think that will allow us to understand more of what sacrifice is and why it's so important on your journey and life, and really anything that you do, and kind of get you to see that maybe the more sacrifices you make, the closer you're gonna get to your ultimate goal. So let's talk about it. So before we get any further, because I'm so bad at telling you guys to like, share, comment on the videos, definitely do all of that. If you guys have any suggestions for any videos that you want me to do, I love when you guys let me know what you want to do, so then I'm not just throwing things out there that nobody cares about. Which technically doesn't really matter to me, because like I said before, this is something that I keep as a public diary per se. So, I mean, you find the gems, you leave the ones that you don't want. So let's get into the sacrifice thing. So in ancient times, instead of eating meat the way that, us Americans consume meat, which is daily. I don't eat meat. I haven't ate meat in 5 years now, but usually most Americans eat meat. And it's a daily thing. You're just continuously eating meat. It's not blessed, it's not cleaned, it's not anything. It's just something that, is a craving at this point. It's an addiction, and people are really just addicted to the chemicals that are put into meat. So I'm not talking about those times. I'm talking about the times where most of everyone's diet was vegetables and fruits. And when they did consume meat, it was always a sacrifice. And it was a sacrifice that they made onto the Most High, God, Mother Earth, whatever religious practice they were following at that time. And so even in the Bible, it shows you, and I know in most Jewish cultures and in Passover, they explain it a little more better, but it is a sacrifice that you make unto God with the blood of the lamb or the blood of whatever. This goes even back to how they used to sacrifice people, but we're not going to get into that. But it was, we're going to make this sacrifice onto the Lord, and we're going to, ask for what we want, and we're going to have good harvest or whatever. And then they would eat the meat and consume it with that sacrifice, right? So then they know that the meat itself, the animal itself, died not in vain, but to do a great mission. And so it was always done out of respect. So with sacrifices, to me, is a necessary evil. You're going to have to do what it takes if you're serious about getting what you want. And I'm talking about taking the time to really get what you need done. I know we're in a time right now where we're still kind of figuring out where we're at in things, and a lot of people got lazy, and a lot of people slacked off on the gym, a lot of people slacked off on their entrepreneurial ideas. Some people even gained new entrepreneurial ideas, but some people really, felt behind. And those are the people that I'm talking to right now, because I've been in a state of kind of idle state. And the reason why I've been in idle state is because I'm planning, I'm plotting, I'm putting ideas together, I'm brainstorming, right? So I'm not sitting here not doing anything. I'm sitting here to sacrificing what I could be doing to come up with a plan so I can do something better. And that's what I really want us to focus on, is what are you stopping, putting away, putting an end to, so you can get something better out of it. That is the beauty of sacrifice. You never want to be forced into it. You want it to be your decision, and yourself being in control and accepting what it is you have to do to get where you want to go. When you make sacrifices in your life, others around you really look to you as being powerful, strong, dedicated, serious. These are all the attributes a person who's willing to sacrifice whatever it is to get what they want. You gain a lot of respect for yourself, and others gain respect for yourself because they know nothing is going to stop you. Now, in the world, in the life, we're not children here. I guess we're all, of working age and understand the society that we live in. If you pay attention, everything requires sacrifice. Even if you're going into a job for a 9 to 5 and you may think, okay, this is not really requiring much of me, but it's requiring you to sacrifice your time, your energy, your day, your brain, if you're using your brain for the job, or your physicality if it's a physical job. All of these things that we do, we sacrifice ourselves for money. That is the biggest thing that we all sacrifice ourselves for, is money. The next thing that we'll sacrifice ourselves for is love. When you're willing to, maybe your loved one is, far away, or in my case, like say your loved one is at LAX airport and you're all the way in Orange County, and instead of calling them Uber, you decide, you know what, I'm going to make this personal. I'm going to drive up there, wait for you, sit in traffic, and do all that. I'm willing to sacrifice this time because I love you, and I want to make sure that you get where you need to go safely. That is a form of sacrifice. And people make these sacrifices every day. But how many conscious sacrifices are we really making to actually have our goals become accomplished? That is the biggest thing that I want us to start focusing on, is what are we willing to sacrifice to gain what we actually need in life so we can get what we want. And this is what's going to bring you balance in your life. It's always, for me, it's always great to know that I've done something that was hard, and I accomplished it and I completed it, because I know that at the end of the day, I'm going to receive something for that hardship. On the opposite side of that hardship comes something just as beautiful that's going to bring me happiness, that's going to bring me love or money, some type of fulfillment. It's what you do on that contrast. So I want us to become more conscious of our sacrifices. If you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to sacrifice my weekends and I'm going to dedicate it to working more on my hobby or reading or whatever it may be. By you doing that, you're going to start to see significant change, not only because of repetition, but because you are willing to sacrifice what it is that you are normally accustomed to, what is comfortable to you, to do something that's uncomfortable, that's going to essentially move you towards where you want to go. And when the universe, law of attraction, or God, or whatever you believe in, notices this, when the universe and the life notices that you're doing this, then it has no choice other than to follow suit and give you what it is that you're working towards. And I really had to go through this because I had to sacrifice a lot of friendships, and I really went through this so much in my life. For maybe the last 5-6 years, I've been in this purging sense where it's like I'm going through the relationships in my life and really starting to notice what serves me and what does not serve me. Am I willing to put this friendship aside so I can gain more of myself? And that is a sacrifice to me, because I mean, nobody wants to, not necessarily burn bridges, but really step away from what doesn't serve you anymore. I mean, we've all been in relationships where, maybe the person that you're with is not the greatest person, but you guys have so many great memories and you really love this person, but they're not the best person for you. You need to move on, but you're gonna miss them so much. But by you saying, I know I'm going to miss you, I know that I had great memories with you, but I know that I have to sacrifice this relationship in order for me to be happy, to be truly happy, to be truly real and true to myself. And that is what I'm talking about. Sacrifices is the ones that hurt, is the ones that's going to make a bigger difference in your life. So instead of, shying away from what hurts, what's painful, what's, may cause you a little discomfort, I'm saying go towards that. Go towards the things that are fearful for you, that are hurtful for you, that maybe not what you really want to do, but it's something that you have to do. Get into more moments like that and start discerning whether this is better in my life or not better in my life. I mean, we all can sit down and binge watch a whole bunch of Netflix and Amazon Prime and get up to date on what's going on in social media and be consumed by what's on the news. Or we can sacrifice all of that and really start focusing on our goals and start really building the life that we want, or the body that you want, or the relationship that you want, or the things that you want. This is what I'm talking about, sacrifice. Be willing to stop what it is that is comfortable for you to go after what is right for you, what is meant for you, what is ultimately going to have you become more fulfilled. These are the decisions that I believe everybody needs to make if they want to be successful in life, because nothing comes easy, nothing comes without sacrifice, and it's the more that you're willing to go against the grain and go against what feels comfortable, the more you're going to see results in your life. It's just like the gym. The more you're struggling, the more the workout's harder, the more that you're putting more pressure to strengthen you up, the stronger you become, the faster your results come through. If you stay stagnant and you stay doing the same thing, nothing is going to change. You need to be willing to step up to the plate, do what it takes, cut the head of the lamb, and sacrifice what it is that you need to do. That was a little graphic. And I'm a vegan, so definitely not cutting the head off of the lamb, but you get the whole point of it, of sacrifices. So I definitely wanted to just drop this video in here again. it's just something that I've been facing a lot and I've been experiencing, and I just really wanted to kind of reiterate the reason why we go through these hardships, the reason why, I mean, the whole America is technically going through a sacrifice. So many people have lost their lives and are going through tough times, and you don't want that to be in vain. You don't want to be the person that's just like, oh yeah, well, I went through 2020 and it was crazy or whatever, but I didn't do anything. I had all this time in my hand. I was home and I had opportunity. I had, you know, the internet where you can come on and do so many things on the internet, but you didn't do anything. You didn't use this time where so many people are, you know, being sacrificed for you to be able to be who you are, that you were so graciously still here when you could have died. You could have, you know, been somewhere else. You could have been going through real hardship right now. But if you have the time, ability, the space, take advantage of it. Do what is needed, because all this energy that's going on, I know that some people are scared, some people are nervous of what's to come, but all of this is for your greatest good. So stay focused on what it is that you want. Make the sacrifices that are necessary. Maybe you can't go out. Maybe you can't do those things. What can you do that's going to fulfill you the most? That is where your focus should be, and that is why you make the sacrifices that are needed in life to get what it is that you want. So I hope you guys found some value in this video. Definitely like, comment. Like I said before, let me know what kind of videos you guys want to hear from me. I definitely want to be on this more. I'm making the sacrifices to be here and to do this video and to continue on my journey openly and honestly with you guys. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, week, month, year. I wish you many wins. And even if you get the L's, take it as a sacrifice and take those L's to become your wins. So I hope you guys really love this video, and I will see you guys in the next. Bye.